Now, here we go to round two. Bing. And Sherry, since you're ahead, we'll ask you to go first. You may have A or B again.
I'd like B again.
B again. Okay, one person lays out, and that is Joanne. George said, times are really getting strange. Yesterday, I opened up a copy of The Blank, and it had a nude centerfold. Times are getting strange. Yesterday, I opened up a copy of The Blank, and it of The Blank, and it had a nude centerfold.
P-E-R-O-N-I-S.
The pepperoni is finished.
Throw it in there. Get busy.
George said times are really getting strange. Yesterday, I opened up a copy of The Blank, and it had a nude centerfold.
The LA Times?
The what?
LA Times?
The LA Times. Would that be strange? Richard, what would be really strange?
Well, I have something a little stranger, Sherry. If you found a nude centerfold in the Christian Science Monitor.
That would be strange. Really strange. Yes?
I don't want anybody to think that there's anything flippant in this answer. I said the Bible. Don't write to me.
Okay, we won't.
I said a boring answer, the Family Circle.
The Family Circle magazine. That's the one you buy in the grocery stores there that all of the ladies buy. What about you, Richard? What do you say to this? Yesterday I opened up a copy of The Blank and it had a nude centerfold.
Please write to Brett. Bible.
The Bible. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Let your fingers do the walking through the yellow
The
pages.
phone book. Oh, that's a good one. The telephone book. Wouldn't that be weird?
The phone book.
No.
The yellow pages, especially. Are you ready?
You bet.
Okay. The mama kangaroo said to her son, "Son, how many times do I have to tell you, don't put your blank in your pouch?" Mama kangaroo speaking to his son, "How many times do I have to tell you, don't put your blank in your pouch?" Yes. Here we go, Kevin. The mama kangaroo said to her son, "How many times do I have to tell you, don't put your blank in your pouch?"
Head?
What?
Head.
Head. You're still in there, Sherry. Even though you only got one, you're still hanging in there.
Well, he was just a little fella, a little roo, and he would put his toys in the pouch.
Don't put your toys in your pouch.
Never put your toys there.
Yes.
What did he say?
He said head.
Head.
Head, yeah.
Well, I'm never going to let him defend me. I said thumb.
Thumb. Yeah.
Don't put your thumb in your pouch.
Well, now, what do mothers always say to their sons, Charles?
Don't put your thumb in your pouch.
No.
Don't put your finger in your nose, finger in your pouch.
Oh, all right. Well, I understand your logic and your reasoning there.
How was the imitation? Anything worth saving?
Joanne, how many times do I have to tell you, don't put your blank in your pouch?
Hands?
Hands is what the mothers always say. You know, mothers are always saying, don't put your hands in your pockets.
My mother
So
never
th-
said
and
that.
that would
My
be
mother-
the okay.
My mother said
Hands, there it is. Yeah, isn't that what mothers always say, Betty?
I hate to bring up a sore point, but if she said, son, don't put whatever in your pouch, boy kangaroos don't have pouches. Or pouch, as the case may
Oh.
be. Don't put your bicycle in your pouch.
There would be a little lumpy in there, wouldn't it, with a bicycle? It never
No,
occurred
boys
to
don't
me
have
that little
pouches.
boy kangaroos don't have pouches, but we take that as dramatic license here, just to...
You mean poetic.
I mean poetic because, you see, otherwise we'd have to tear up the question
Good.
and not be able to use it if we didn't have that kind of opportunity today. Okay, here we go, round three. Now, let's see. Sherry, you're still ahead, so we'll ask you to go first again.
I've been doing so well with B. I'll take that again.
A.
B.
B.
Right.
Okay. All right, Marg said, just had a blind date with a doctor.
Oh, boy.
At the end of the evening, we came back to my house, and he gave me a blank. Okay? All right, Sherry. Marge said, thank you for turning on the lights. Yeah. Marge said, I just had a blind date with a doctor. At the end of the evening, we came back to my house, and he gave me a blank.
Examination.
Examination. She said examination. What do you say to that, sir?
Of course, he did give her a bill, but he
bill.
also gave her a physical.
A physical. Okay, there's one for Sherry. Yes, I'm over here now.
Yes.
No, over here.
Pardon. He gave her a physical.
Physical.
Of a non-medical variety.
Oh, that's interesting. What do you got?
They had to take all the plastic flowers off the kitchen table. Physical.
A physical. Isn't it fun when you match in the first round? You just sit here and watch the parade go by and everything?
No pressure.
Yes. At the end of the evening, we came back to my house and he gave me a
Don't get physical, please.
physical. 5 for Sherry.
I think Joanne is getting the hang of this game.
Yes.
I think this is a match. He gave her an eye test. It was a blind date.
An eye test.
Well, it was an examination of sorts.
Just had a blind date with a doctor. Then he gave me the eye test.
Think about, don't be
Okay.
angry.
So there we
I'm
are,
sorry.
5 for her. That means, Kevin, you must match 5 to achieve a tie, 6 to win a game. Lois Lane said, you know who Lois Lane is?
yeah.
Of course. She said, now that Superman is old, he's retired from crime fighting. All he does these days is stand on the street corner showing off his shriveled blank.
I know who Lois Lane is. She's Priscilla and Lola's sister.
Yes, Priscilla. Oh, I was so
Remember
in love with
Priscilla Lane?
Priscilla
I love
Lane. I'm
Priscilla
still in love
Lane.
with Priscilla Lane.
When?
Rosemary.
And Rosemary, yes. Okay, everybody ready? Here we go, Kevin. Lois Lane said, now that Superman is old, he's retired from crime fighting. All he does these days is stand on the street corner showing off his shriveled blank.
Body.
Body. Kevin, you do know who Superman is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Richard, what do you say?
His shriveled S. No,
His-
his cape.
His shriveled cape. Now, you must match everybody else, Kevin, to achieve a tie and stay in the game. What do we got from Brett?
Kevin, his shriveled ass.
His shriveled S. That the S was in the front there. That means Sherry wins the game. Kate, yes, okay. Congratulations, Kitty. That little blue got it, you would please. Well, Kevin, good luck to you in your legal career. You're going to do very well, I suspect, because you did badly here. As a lawyer, you will be terrific, Kevin. A wonderful lawyer. Thought he'd never leave. Now I got a little message for America, then we'll see him back. See how she does.